It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. Bleach is back. It's back. Finally. Finally. Okay. 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 Bleach. 1,000-year Blood War arc. It's back. Bleach is back. Let's go. Okay. So, obviously, I had to rep my guy. My guy Ichigo, right? Bro, out of any kind of anime out there in the world, you know, Bleach is one of those ones where I really like the main character, and it's very rare that the main character is my favorite character in some animes, except for Bleach. Ichigo is my favorite character, by far. This is a very well written protagonist. He's a very well grounded protagonist, and he is more uh, of a more realistic protagonist compared to Naruto, Luffy, and Goku. Uh, to talk about the big three and the, I guess, grandfather, which is Dragon Ball. But yes, I will say that Ichigo is mostly a well rounded and grounded main character. Um, but because he has a lot of, um, I would say, more human emotions than some of the other uh, protagonists in a bunch of anime, not just, the big three and stuff like that. Um, but yes, Bleach is finally back. I am happy. I just finished watching the first episode. Um, and yeah, I love this. I love this anime so much. I love this arc so much. This arc is really, really good. And I cannot wait to see what they do for the anime for it. Um, because we are getting movie quality episodes. We're getting movie quality episodes, and I love it. Uh, I, I love it. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend going and watching the episode. Um, and whenever this comes out in English as well, I will rewatch the series. Or if it comes out in the next couple of weeks from now, then I will probably end up watching it in English. Um, but don't get me wrong, Japanese still sounds good. Um, but yeah, it's really good. Bleach is amazing. Bleach is amazing, and I have uh come into the Bleach fandom as not really new, but new at the time, because when I was still in school, Bleach was one of the ones. Bleach and Naruto were definitely the two that were really very popular in school. I had heard about Bleach, but I had never set foot into watching it, let alone reading the manga for it, um, until high school or something like that. I don't know. I've started watching a lot more anime when I got into high school. Um, so that's where I ended up seeing a lot more of some of the other shows and stuff like that, let alone Bleach as well. Bleach was one of them as well. Um, Bleach and One Piece were some of the two that I started in high school, and obviously finished Bleach. And then after I finished watching it, I started reading the manga because I was like, I want more. I love this series so much. And I decided to read the manga from where the anime left off. So, of course, where the anime previously left off was the Fullbringer arc, which introduced us to Ginjo, who was the previous Substitute Soul Reaper before Ichigo. And it was an okay arc. I'm not gonna lie, it was okay. I didn't mind that there was a previous Substitute Soul Reaper who was bad. I felt that that was a good storyline there. And I'm not gonna lie, I did like some of the characters that came out of the Fullbring arc, but I won't say it's one of my favorites. I will say though that this arc, this Thousand Year Blood War arc, is going to be insane. Especially because we're getting these movie quality episodes. Um, I'm hyped. I'm hyped because there's a lot of scenes and stuff. There's a lot of fight scenes and things that happen in this story. Uh, that some of them were like a few panels and some of them were just like off screened a bit. Um, but we have good news that Taite Kubo, the author of this series, is a producer of the anime. So the fact that the author is involved with the anime, it definitely leads to fleshed out scenes, fleshed out backstories for some characters, and also more fight scenes and more drawn out fight scenes, and some fight scenes that we probably didn't even see that were not able to be shown in the manga because, again, it was rushed at the time. So, yes, I will say that is one thing I am looking forward to with the anime. The fact that that the author is involved as a producer for the show, I hope, I really really hope that when we get to these final episodes of this story, that it definitely has a not rushed story. I hope there's some scenes that are drawn out. I really hope there's some exposition that gets explained because there's a few things that, if I remember correctly, because it has been a bit since I have read this, um, but there's a few story plot points that were kind of just thrown in that confused the hell out of me, and I think that the anime might be able to fix that. And we did get confirmed it will be 52 episodes with a span of 4 cours, meaning there'll be about 12 to 13 episodes a season or part of a season, stuff like that. Kind of like how Spy Family is doing it, how they did one part, now they're in the second part of the first season. So it seems like Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc will just be one season split up into 4 different sections. Um, so that's cool. I like that. I do like that it's about 50-ish episodes, so that means that they get to we still have some leeway a little bit, but then it still feels like there's some scenes that might get scrapped or something like that, or it might get rushed. I really hope not, because the way that it's going, I really like it. I like the setup that it brings because I remember heavily that this part of the manga was insane. Um, but yeah, this first episode definitely capsulates that. Jesus, I can't talk. Um, but yeah, introducing the Quincy's, or part of them. Just we got Esbern, and then we get the masked ones that show up, and then we finally get to see Yuha at the end of the episode. Um, so that was cool. Um, there are still some things that leave some questions and stuff like that, but those will be answered in the next couple episodes, I'm sure. Um, but yeah, I love Bleach so much. It's so good. I know that there's a lot of people that don't, and then there's a lot of people that like it, but then like some of them just like they're like, yeah, it's all right, or something like that. And like, yeah, it's good. But I feel like there's just like I think it's more because like it definitely has to be Ichigo. It definitely has to be because of our main protagonist, Ichigo, because he's very well grounded to everything that goes on, and yeah, like, um, because Ginjo even said before, spoilers if you haven't caught up yet, and I don't know why you're probably watching this when this is talking about, you know, the new arc and the final part of the series and stuff that has already happened in Bleach. But here you are. If you are, spoiler warning. Um, But before Ginjo dies, he says, Ichigo, if you were the first substitute Soul Reaper instead of me, would you have been the same? Would you have done the same things that I have done? Would you have changed the way that I did? Or would you have stayed the same the way that you are as I'm looking at you? He's a very, that's what makes Ichigo so good, and I can't put it into words because Ichigo is such a good written character. Um and all the stuff that happens within the first part of Bleach is good. I was really wanting to um I was really, really wanting to rewatch Bleach before this first episode came out. That just did not happen. Um, but I have seen some clips on TikTok and stuff like that of people watching it and getting ready for this season and stuff like that. And it was just so great seeing everybody's reactions and stuff like that, which I'm really enjoying. Just like scrolling, I know, very, very modern. Scrolling through TikTok and seeing everybody's reactions to anime, One Piece, Bleach, and all this other stuff. Yeah, okay, I know. But yes, I have enjoyed seeing everybody's reactions to watching these shows for the first time and seeing their reactions and remembering how I felt while watching those as well. It was is very surreal. It was great. Um, Now to somewhat, I will say, talk about the episode and stuff like that. I really liked the ending. That is either possibly the intro or the outro. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe it was just for the first episode. Was a rewind, which it showed old clips from the show, and pretty much seeing the journey that Ichigo and everybody has done from the beginning to now was great. I really liked watching that because it gives you like a little quick recap of everything that's happened, and it's great. It's just great. I will say getting to see the animation is amazing. I honestly knew that I knew it was going to be when they revealed the trailer, and I was like, okay, sure, this may be a trailer, but if this is what the actual anime looks like, it's going to be insane and it's going to be top tier. Um, and it's going to be one of the best animes out this year and stuff like that. Um, but also the fact that I think I really really think because we got the one shot the one shot of introducing the Hellverse, um, and the Thousand-Year Blood War arc, literally the very end of this. Whenever we get to the final bits of Bleach, when we are finally done with Bleach, like we have gone through the entire story now, because of Kubo releasing the special one shot, which introduces Hell again, which has been an overarching theme within Bleach. We've had the Gates of Hell show up a couple times, and then it's been mentioned offshoots a couple times and stuff like that. But we haven't actually visited Hell in Bleach, except for the movie. But of course, that's not canon, so the movie doesn't really count, and it's also called Hellverse too. So yeah. Uh, I think that's what we're calling it. One, because of the movie, and two, just because it's Breaths from Hell and stuff like that. Was the title. But I really, really do hope that because of this anime's success that will happen, because of the anime's amazing revival of this series, I do think that it may be very potential for Tite Kubo to come back and finish Bleach properly and give us the rest of this story. Because one, the story was rushed to begin with. Two, a lot of people were not happy with the way that it ended. I personally was okay with it just because I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of liked the ending of Bleach. However, I did also feel that it was rushed. So there were some fight scenes that I was just like, bro, this is too much. This we're how how does this even work? Um, and stuff like that. But hopefully the anime will fix that, and that'll be great. But with these special, that's the thing about one shots though, is it may just be an offshoot little story here and there, but the fact that it continues where the anime and manga will end off, it blows my mind that Bleach is not back as a serialized series yet. And I really do hope that by the time that this anime finishes, by all the new fans that have come in and all this other stuff, I really, really do hope that by the end of Bleach, like literally at this point, finally, the final arc, at the very end of Bleach, I really do hope that people go read the one shot and petition, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. For Bleach to finally come back and be serialized again, and this time give us a either a proper ending to the story or just a new fun story arc that we can all enjoy. Um, Back again with One Piece still going on, still going strong, with Naruto ending and Boruto picking it up. You know, man, it has its ups and downs and stuff like that. I started watching Boruto a while ago and then I stopped. So, it is what it is. But I'm sure the manga is actually pretty alright, I think, and stuff like that. But I would really like Bleach to come back because it's one of the series that I have come to love, come to understand all of these characters, come to understand that there are still some plot points that are not solved yet, and then to read the one shot that still leaves questions for certain events um, that take place in the Thousand Year Blood War arc, as well as a little bit after, because again, like I said, it does pick up right where the series ends. So I really, really hope that Bleach does so well that Tite Kubo comes back and truly finishes Bleach. Um, and or just another, or just do a spinoff series. I don't know, which he kind of did with Burn the Witch, which I actually have up here, which I have Burn the Witch right here. So, um, and then yeah, which I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Burn the Witch because it was just like it's cool that this also exists in uh it exists in the Bleach world. Like I totally love that that's what it is, and it's cool. I really want that to continue as well too. I mean, it's just a little hope, but that's just because I like Tite Kubo's work. But of course, his work that all I really know of is Bleach, and it's really, really good. I really hope that he either gives us the Hellverse arc, which I'm really hoping happens, because like I said, it leaves us with so many more questions. Um, and then I really hope that Burn the Witch gets a chance to shine and give us more characters and more story arcs and stuff like that. Like I really hope that because of this phenomenon of Bleach coming back and trending worldwide yet again, um, I love that. But yeah, I hope that we can have either a full, true final ending to Bleach with we get all the stuff from Hell and get all that stuff tied up, or we also cut away and do Burn the Witch for a little bit and then bring the two together, and then when we have a really stacked cast, and then that would be insane. But that's just my hopes. But that would be really cool. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave some comments down below on what you guys thought, and let me know in the comments what did you guys think of the first episode, and where do you think this story is going. If you guys have not seen, obviously read the manga and stuff like that, but what are your speculations? What are some fight scenes that you would like to see? What fight scenes that you have seen that would like to be animated very, very well. And maybe there are some, off-screen fights that I honestly cannot remember, or just few panel scenes that hopefully get fleshed out. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you guys are new to my channel, please please consider to hit the subscribe and notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time.